Hello everyone, my name is Justin and welcome to the May 2022 Akashic Forecast, the report from the field. I am an Akashic consultant. I open the Akashic records to learn about trends, energetic trends that could be affecting you emotionally, physically, psychologically in the month of May. If you want to know more about what the Akashic record is, please stay tuned for the full report, which includes a trend involving accessing our ancestors, which is very strong in May. Another one for healing and relating to parts of ourselves that are very wounded, that may be exiled in the background. Playfulness is a very strong theme in May, as is embracing setbacks as course corrections to a thriving path. So stay tuned for the full report. Hey, welcome to the full report for May 2022. Again, my name is Justin. I am an Akashic consultant. What does that mean? I help bring people into their Akashic record, which is the imprint in consciousness, or you could just say the imprint in this very moment, of everything your soul has ever said, done, wanted, wished for, longed for, prayed for, agreed to. And we come into this record to gain insight and guidance for anything going on in our lives, relationships, spiritual path, work, you name it. And I have the records open right now, and I do this every month to share with you the energetic trends that could be affecting you. And every month they're a little different. And this month, the first trend has to do with our ancestors. So the records want to share that every soul that comes here to live in Earth School takes on the lineage of the family that this soul is raised in. And every lineage comes with gifts and with wounds, with burdens. And in May, there's a very strong opening to connect with our ancestors to heal some of the burdens, some of the wounds. This can be done in many ways. They're saying this can be done in meditation. This can be done in prayer, to pray to the ancestors, or even pray with the ancestors, your ancestors, to heal and unburden any wounds the lineage passed on to you. They're saying that every soul that comes to Earth School agrees to take on the lineage wounds of the family that they enter, to heal them, to unburden that lineage. Not every soul gets there, but in May, the records are saying that it's a very strong energy, a very strong invitation from the ancestors to unburden yourself. And they're also saying that a lot of people, a lot of souls on Earth, feel that the ancestors have abandoned them, or the ancestors do not like when souls break away from family customs and tradition and find their own culture. And in fact, it's the exact opposite. It is truly the exact opposite. The ancestors in the soul realm are no longer burdened with those lineage wounds, and they see how much of a shackle they are. They really see it, and they really celebrate every soul who breaks free in their embodied life. So they really want to support each of us to unburden ourselves and to give those wounds, to give those burdens back to the ancestors who can very easily take care of it. So one way, like I mentioned earlier, is to meditate and visualize yourself joining your ancestors' circle. The ancestors say that they actually sit not in a line like the word lineage implies, but in a circle. And there's always a space for you. There's always a space for you. And if you come to them, ask for their help, they will give it. They will bring you gifts. They will help you with understanding and compassion and strength, and even tools and ideas to help unburden, and not just yourself, but others in your family lineage. So very strong in May, ancestor help. The other is somewhat related. They're calling it Exiles Calling. Exiles Calling. So anyone who does parts work and therapy like IFS might have heard this term before, inner exile. This is essentially the part of us that is hurt, wounded, maybe even traumatized, but lives inside of us in the background. It is not a very conscious part of us. It could even be a part of us that is pre-verbal, that is still alive inside and still suffering, yet it's not as obvious to us because it's covered over by other layers of psychology. And in May, they're saying that there's a very strong energy to make contact with these wounded, burdened, exiled places in us, or parts of us. A lot of times these parts are like children. They are inner children. So you can recognize an exiled part often when you have unexplained, seemingly unexplained depression, anxiety. And they're saying that all the records are calling for is loving attention with these parts. Just loving attention. That is all. These parts, like I said, they're often pre-verbal and may not even be able to articulate themselves. And so the records are saying that when you're feeling that wounded energy that might be in the background, turn to it rather than away. Treat it like a phone call. The inner child phone, they're saying. When you hear it ring, when you hear the call of a pain that you can't quite name, turn to it and just be with it. Just be with it. One image they're giving me is the image of holding a light pillow and using the pillow as a metaphor for that part of you, and just holding it gently and sending love to that part of you through that pillow. Or simply just putting a hand on a part of you that feels that exiled part or that wound most. And being very gentle and present and acknowledging the pain. Just acknowledging it, treating it as very real. No need to manage, they're saying. Just be with. No need to rationalize. It's good to listen as well, they're saying. Just hear if it has anything to say and be with it. But mostly it's a somatic healing, meaning it's a felt sense. It's a felt sense, not so much a mental engagement. Also in May, and also somewhat related, playfulness. So there are going to be many invitations in May for unserious time, for being playful. And the invitation here is to just say yes. Whenever it comes, just say yes. Play, they're saying, is in a way soul's work in its reality, because play is always now. There's never an agenda in play. There's never a goal. Games and playful games can sometimes have goals, but really the state of play is what they're talking about here. It brings forward a state sometimes called flow. And this is a gateway. This playfulness is a gateway to your heart's passion, your heart's heart's enthusiasm, which is the juice of your soul's unique expression. And it's very important to allow our soul to express its unique vibration, its unique expression. So playfulness is a great way to get closer to your unique expression. So the second to last theme for May that they're giving me has to do with setbacks. May is also a very strong month to embrace setbacks as a course correction toward thriving. Now, setbacks happen every month, all the time, but they're saying that May, in particular, has a very strong potential for you to embrace setbacks in a new way, to see them as an invitation to a path that is going to be more fulfilling for you. They're saying that in the Akashic record and the guides in the unseen, if you will, are often orchestrating things to help our lives be easier. And sometimes a setback makes it look like our life is getting harder. But what they're trying to do, in fact, is help your soul, set up your soul. They're giving me a fun play on words. Upset is the reverse of set up. Set up your soul to walk a path that is more fulfilling. So embrace challenges, challenging developments as guidance for a happier, more fulfilled path. And then lastly, in May, lots of green, lots of nature. They're really encouraging going out into nature, especially solo. Walk in the woods, in the park, and see what gifts come your way. They're saying there are going to be gifts. Go on a walk in nature, almost like an Easter egg hunt, and you will find gifts on your journey. All right, those are the themes for May 2022. Again, my name is Justin. If you'd like to know more about what I do and what an Akashic consultation could be for you, check out the notes below. There's more information, as well as the information for my Akashic Circle happening May 2022, in which I bring a group into the Akashic record live online. All right, be well, everybody. Bye-bye.